Welcome, friends, to the Song of My Heart Space podcast. I'm your host, Lindy, and I'm combining three of my passions, yoga, mental health, and musical theater. Together, we'll see the connections between them and how we can apply those connections in our daily lives. Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of the Song of My Heart Space podcast. I am so excited to be here right now. I had been thinking about doing a podcast since before summer started, and now summer is halfway over and I'm recording the very first episode of my very first podcast. So it's very exciting and I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be able to share my passions with you. And my hope is that this podcast will resonate with you in some way, whether you are a theater kid, yogi, mental health advocate, or all of the above. Since this is the first episode of Song of My Heart Space, I thought it would be a good idea to introduce myself to all of my listeners. For my family and friends that are listening, this will just be a refresher for you. My name is Lindy Guy, an Idaho transplant from Washington State. I love musical theater and yoga. I've been doing musical theater since I was 10 or 11 years old. I did both choir and drama all through high school. Huge shout out to my alma mater, Enumclaw High School. Go Hornets! Performing makes me feel alive. To me, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world. I was in Fiddler on the Roof most recently through Boise Music Week, where I got to play my dream role, Fruma Sarah. I'm hoping to do at least one more show this year, and I'm dipping my toes into the world of opera. I have a little bit of opera experience, but I want to gain more experience in that realm. It's definitely a different realm compared to musical theater, but I like a challenge. As for yoga, I've been a yogi for quite a few years now. I've done regular yoga, hot yoga, and Kundalini yoga. Since last year, I have fallen in love with Kundalini. I'm wanting to get into leading my own Kundalini sessions by the end of 2025. I'd like to take a quick moment to promote a local business, Tater Joe Idaho Apparel. Now, if you're not an Idahoan, this may not mean a lot to you, but I'm pretty sure there are some non-Idahoans out there that would want to get their hands on some Idaho-themed apparel. They have cute Idaho-themed apparel, and I'm pretty sure they have apparel for men as well, so it's not just for the ladies. I'm pretty sure they were thinking of the men too when they came up with this idea for Idaho-themed apparel. And you can actually use a discount code from listening to Song of My Heart Space. And that discount code is Lindy, capital Lyndee, all capitalized, and the number 30. Lindy 30. Get your hands on some Idaho-themed apparel today. I have a wonderful husband named Andy. He's amazing. He's just the sweetest guy. No pun intended, if that's even a pun. But you know what I mean. You know why it's funny. You get the joke. And we have two fur babies, a striped tabby cat named Vanellope, like the Disney character. We call her Vivi for short. And a mini Aussie doodle named Gus, also named after a Disney character. Can you tell that we're Disney people? No human babies yet, but we're hoping to expand our family relatively soon, and we're both really looking forward to that. It'll be awesome, and I'm pretty sure we're going to love being parents when that day comes. For my day job, I work with adults that have developmental disabilities. I absolutely love it. The clients are incredible, they're so sweet, and I really like my coworkers and both of my bosses. I have two bosses. Crazy, right? They're both great, and I just love the people that I work with, not just my coworkers, but the clients, like I said, are incredible and are just the sweetest. It's a very rewarding job, and even during the stressful moments, I love it. It's just an amazing place to be, and I am grateful to be there with the people that I'm there with, both clients and coworkers. And I guess my bosses too. They're all right. Shout out to Aaron and Roger. You guys are awesome. Now, mental health is also something that is near and dear to my heart. I myself have struggled with anxiety and depression for many years. And one of the goals that I have for this podcast is to talk about resources and tools that can help you if you struggle with your mental health. I know that I need the resources and tools because I'm wanting to find new ways to cope with my own mental health struggles. And I think that this will be a journey that we can go on together. I feel like I should say what some of my favorite musicals are, since musical theater is a big part of Song of My Heart Space. Phantom of the Opera is definitely a favorite of mine. I actually would try to sing Christine Daae's part when I was a little girl. And now that I'm an adult, I can actually sing Christine Daae's part. So that's amazing. Growth, progress, yay! So that one is definitely a favorite, and I hope to dive deeper into that one in a future episode. I also love Les Miserables, Jersey Boys, Mamma Mia, Hamilton, Six, Beauty and the Beast, Sound of Music, Fiddler on the Roof, Wicked, and many more. It's so hard to pick a favorite, honestly, because there are so many great musicals out there. I look forward to talking about all of my faves on this podcast. Well, everyone, I should probably wrap this up because we would be here all day if I shared everything about myself. Those of you who know me well know that I could go on and on. Not necessarily about myself, but just about things in general, because I'm a talker. I'm a chatty Cathy, if you will. At the end of every episode, I will ask our guests, what is the song of your heart space? It doesn't have to be an actual song. It can be something that brings you joy, something that makes your heart sing. For me, it's a tough one, but the song of my heart space is, and this will not shock any of you, I don't think, it would either be performing or Kundalini yoga. I'll catch y'all next week. Break a leg, not literally, of course, and Sat Nam. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Want to connect with me, do Kundalini with me through Zoom, or be a guest on the podcast? Feel free to DM me on Instagram at Song of My Heart Space.